In a small village, a cat named Whiskers discovered a magic fish in a pond. The fish promised 3 wishes in exchange for its freedom. Whiskers wished for endless fish, a cozy bed, and a bell that rang softly. The fish granted all 3 wishes and swam away, leaving Whiskers content and purring in the sun. Everyone knows Harry Potter is a global phenomenon, one of the most successful and beloved franchises ever. But lately, the wizarding world has been overshadowed by drama involving its creator, J.K. Rowling. The latest bombshell? Rowling took a not-so-subtle jab on Twitter, implying the 3 actors who brought Harry, Hermione, and Ron to life, Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, ruin every movie for her. At first glance, this might seem like a random dig, but it's actually the culmination of a feud that's been brewing for over 5 years. Stick with me, I'm going to break down this mess and explain where things stand between Rowling and the Golden Trio. A huge shout out to Raphael for suggesting this topic via email. I loved it, and I'm thrilled to dive in. Want to pitch an idea? Head to philippe.caires.com. The rise of the trio. Back in 2001, when Harry Potter hit the big screen, the books were already a cultural juggernaut. Fans were dying to see who'd play their favorite characters. Enter Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, 3 young actors who became the heart of a generation. During the film's production, Rowling and the trio were tight. She was a regular at premieres, posing with them, all smiles. Trouble didn't start until years later. A quick break before we dig into the drama. Let me ask, have you ever wanted to learn a new language but thought it'd be too tough or time-consuming? Here's a game changer: Babbel. It's a practical, fast way to learn real-world phrases you can use right away. With lessons as short as 5 minutes, you can study offline, fitting it into your busiest days. Babbel's got podcasts, games, and even live classes with expert teachers. It's built by over 200 language pros to make learning feel natural, whether you're prepping for a trip, watching shows without subtitles, or nailing work meetings. Here's the best part: use my link to score exclusive discounts on your Babbel subscription. It's in the description and pinned comment. Tell me, what language are you tackling next? Thanks to Babbel for sponsoring this video. Now back to Hogwarts. The rift begins. So, when did things go south? It started around 2018, when Rowling's social media activity raised eyebrows. She was spotted liking a transphobic tweet that called trans women men in dresses. When called out, she claimed it was an accidental, like she was researching gender identity. But the excuse fell apart when people noticed she followed several accounts known for transphobic content. By 2020, things escalated. Rowling tweeted criticism of an article using people who menstruate, insisting it should have said women. Commenters pointed out the phrase was inclusive of trans men and non-binary people, and that not all women menstruate. Rowling doubled down, calling the term an erasure of women's reality. The backlash was swift. 2 days later, Daniel Radcliffe spoke out via the Trevor Project, an LGBTQ+ organization focused on suicide prevention. He was clear: trans women are women. Any statement to the contrary erases their identity and dignity and contradicts experts who know far more than me or J.K. Rowling. He emphasized he wasn't picking a fight, just standing up for what's right, citing stats like 78% of trans and non-binary youth facing discrimination. To fans hurt by her comments, he added, "I'm sorry for the pain this caused." Rowling didn't back down. Days later, she posted a lengthy essay on her website, doubling down on her views. She expressed concern about rising gender transitions among youth and argued trans women and cis women don't share the same experiences, citing her own history of domestic abuse. She claimed she'd never feel safe sharing spaces with any man who feels he's a woman. The trio takes a stand. Other Potter stars followed Daniel's lead. Emma Watson tweeted, "Trans people are who they say they are and deserve to live without being questioned or contradicted. To my trans followers, I see, respect, and love you." Rupert Grint, in a Sunday Times interview, took a softer approach, likening Rowling to a difficult aunt. Still, he was firm. Trans women are women. Trans men are men. Everyone deserves to live with love and without judgment. Even Bonnie Wright, Ginny, and Eddie Redmayne, Fantastic Beasts, voiced support for the trans community. But not everyone sided against Rowling. Ralph Fiennes, Voldemort, and Helena Bonham Carter, Bellatrix, defended her right to an opinion, calling the backlash against her excessive. Rowling's shift in focus since 2020. Rowling's social media has been dominated by anti-trans activism. In recent months, she's posted over 200 tweets on the topic, compared to just 8 about Harry Potter. Her work reflects this too. In The Ink Black Heart, written under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith, a name shared with a conversion therapy advocate, a YouTuber is canceled for transphobia and killed by a hater. Rowling denies it's autobiographical, but the parallels are hard to ignore. Her rhetoric has had consequences. She lost a children's book deal, major Potter fan communities cut ties, and some shut down entirely. Warner Brothers, the studio behind the films, issued a vague statement during the 2020 backlash, emphasizing diversity and inclusion without naming Rowling. In the 2022 HBO special Harry Potter: Return to Hogwarts, Rowling was notably absent, appearing only in a 2019 interview clip. She claimed she skipped it because it focused on the films, not her books. In a small village, a cat named Whiskers discovered a magic fish in a pond. The fish promised 3 wishes in exchange for its freedom. Whiskers wished for endless fish, a cozy bed, and a bell that rang softly. The fish granted all 3 wishes and swam away, leaving Whiskers content and purring in the sun. The trio Teddy Daniel Radcliffe hasn't spoken to Rowling since 2020. In The Atlantic, he explained why he spoke out first. "I felt I had to. So many fans look to Harry Potter for hope." He's also distanced himself from the upcoming HBO Harry Potter series, set to premiere in late 2026 or early 2027, where Rowling is an executive producer. "I'm not planning to join," he said, "but I'm excited to see the torch passed." The HBO series itself is controversial. Many fans are uneasy about Rowling's involvement given her views. HBO's content chief dodged the issue, calling it a complex online debate they wouldn't touch. The studio later told Variety Rowling is entitled to her opinions, signaling she's staying on board. The latest jab last year, a fan asked Rowling if she'd reconcile with the trio. Her reply? "I can't forgive them. Celebrities who back movements threatening women's hard-won rights, or who celebrate minors transitioning, owe apologies to detransitioners and women relying on single-sex spaces." Then, this week, she retweeted a post asking, "Which actor instantly ruins a movie for you?" Her response, 3 guesses. The jab was unmistakable. She meant Daniel, Emma, and Rupert. Fans fired back. One viral reply noted, "Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint are fathers. Emma Watson's pursuing a master's at Oxford. Daniel won a Tony. Rupert starred in an acclaimed Apple TV series. Emma launched a business with her brother. Meanwhile, you're fixated on others' identities." The bigger picture of this feud raises tough questions. Why is Rowling so focused on a community trans people, less than 1% of the population, already facing immense prejudice, violence, and loss of rights? Her platform amplifies harmful voices, and her wealth from Harry Potter funds these efforts. For many fans, it's hard to separate the art from the artist. The magic of Harry Potter, its themes of love, courage, and acceptance, feels bigger than Rowling. The cast, crew, and fans